Oh my goodness. Okay. So it's been a minute and I really apologize, but we're going to do this because I know these energies are a lot and I know that, um, yeah. So even though I'm not getting this out like on or before, it is just after. So we're still in the energy of this new moon energy. So I did three cards I've got down here. So we're definitely going to be doing the pick a card. I'm going to be showing those to you. So thank you for being here. I'm Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium and integrated energy therapy master instructor teacher. So I'm really excited to be here with you because I know it's been a minute since I feel like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like I've gotten off the rhythm of these new moon, full moon pick a cards, but I don't think I have. I just think I feel it. So yeah, so I just want to I'm not even going to like think about this reading. I'm just going to let this reading happen. So it's going to be one, two, or three. One, two, or three. One, two, or three. Whatever card you're drawn to, whatever one you're feeling. And I only picked those three cards to get us started. Um, And I know that on the poster, it's actually the Magic of the Unicorn cards that are on the poster. So yeah, I don't want to confuse things for you. So I'm going to use the unicorns, but we're going to use those at a different point in the reading. So whatever number, whatever card you were called to, we're just going to go with that. Yeah, because I'm really feeling this Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And then we're going to use The Magic of the Unicorns by Diana Cooper. We're going to use The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. And we might pull in some other ones, but we'll kind of see where each of these go. So number one, you chose a beauty. And I really feel like this is such an interesting card because it's kind of a different card than any other deck. So whenever I pull this card out, I'm always kind of like, okay, we're in a different kind of energy. So beauty is like medicine. It can heal even when the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. So this card is about kind of finding the beauty around you and the beauty within. And this is where it's not about external beauty, it's about how, if you thought about your heart space, like, would you say your heart was beautiful? Um, or not? Um, so real beauty is hypnotic. Yet in reality, it has less to do with youth than it does with spirit coming through the skin. Yeah. The word charisma comes from the Greek charis and ma, meaning the spirit shining through. Each of us possesses a unique beauty, one that gives us confidence if we recognize it. Each of us is desirable. Each of us is perfectly formed to be what we want to be. But should we become too obsessed by the external? Something that is, after all, fleeting, we may become unhappy and chase an ideal that is impossible to uphold. So yeah, I think in this new moon energy, what I'm really feeling is that you're going to be kind of being brought back to like, where are you in this idea of beauty? Are you really focused inward and like feeling good about your compassion, feeling good about kind of what state your soul in, right? Soul is in. Is it beautiful or is it ucky? Um, are you holding on to a lot of past negative trauma, dense energy that some people would even for some reason I'm hearing the word entity, right? So does it feel like there's an attachment because you're so dense and you're so holding on to that pain that you can't seem to get into this idea of feeling beautiful or feeling compassionate or feeling positive because you've got this attachment, you've got this dense energy weighing on you. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. So let's dig into this and see what this new moon is all about with that in mind. Number one, Excuse me. Interesting. Interesting. We might pull more. I just pulled three initially, because I find this really interesting. So you have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and then that Karma card, right? Which I think is the, uh, I hate to say this, I think it's the Death card in the traditional tarot. I can look it up, but yeah, but what was really catching my eye was you've got the three women and then the three women. Look at that. Look at that. That is what caught my eye. So this number one pile, for those of you who chose number one, I'm feeling like something is being returned. Something is being given back. So wherever you are being brought back into what you're holding on to, what you don't feel beautiful about, how you're going to get to your beauty, right? How you're going to get to this feeling of compassion and your soul shining through your skin, right? Is really not letting whatever has held you back in the past to hold you back. That this Ace of Wands is coming through to say your purpose is shining through, but you can't let whatever threw you, gosh, I was getting like a threw you down, like something threw you down, or that was an interesting phrase, threw you down. Yeah, some trauma, some pain, something where you were very maybe manipulated, I'm hearing. Um Not allowed to rise up, not allowed to be powerful. But that's what it feels like this is coming into. Like you're coming into this new power, right? This new way of letting your soul shine through in a positive way. And it's bringing you to your purpose. That's what this new moon is doing for you, number one. Really bringing you into your purpose, your power, by shedding and letting go of anything that's been holding you back. So it feels like you're releasing karma. It feels like you're releasing karma, and you're going to be coming into reasons to celebrate or coming into new connection. Hmm. Yeah, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to kind of come in pretty fast. It feels like a fast moving energy, a swift moving energy, but it's also, the chariot's about cycles. So I feel like you're ending a cycle and beginning a new one, right? Pile number one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting. So there's karma being released. There's karma being released. Pile number one in this new moon, which could be why, if you've been going through it, like why you've been going through it, because whatever was coming up had to be released. It had to be, yeah, let go of. Yeah, soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. Yeah. Yeah, this karma that's being released is allowing you to now come into your uniqueness, your power, right? Your purpose, your power. Look at that, your transformation. So you are going to feel like there is this soul satisfaction. You are going to feel like your soul is being recognized, or maybe you're recognizing your soul for the first time. But that feels really good. That feels really good. I almost want another unicorn card if you want to know the truth. Okay, and that's why. Because the unicorns are like, we're not done. Be a beacon. Be inspiration, light the way for others. Yeah, and this is why. This is why you're coming into your purpose, because it's time for you to be the beacon. Look at that. It's time for you to be the beacon, be the inspiration, light the way for others. This is what you're coming into, your purpose, who you are, your authenticity. That karma that's being released is allowing you to shine through your soul, to shine through your skin, shine through your eyes, shine through your purpose, who you are, who you came here to be. Yeah. I love that for you, pile number one. I love that for you. So yeah, what you're going through, or have been going through, what's coming up, it's to be released. So one of the ways in which you can do that is when you have that feeling come up and you're like, I don't want to feel this way again. I thought I was through it, right? Because trust me, I feel you. What I would say is, don't shove it back down, but breathe through it. Like, okay, I feel it. And I'm releasing it, and feel it and release it, and do this kind of breathing exercise of, okay, I feel that emotion and now I'm going to release it. And you can always, always, always call in Archangel Raphael to release or take anything off of your heart or out of your heart that really feels stuck. Like it really feels like I can't do this on my own. All right. So thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. Hi, pile number two. Hello, hello, hello. So for you, oh, look at this. I didn't even look at it before I just turned it over. Beginnings. Yeah, you're going through the doorway. I feel like a portal. Actually, I was hearing portal. Yeah, I feel like you're going through a portal, a very energetic portal of raising your frequency. And so this may be very uncomfortable or surprising. It may not feel the greatest. It may even be like knocking you off your game. What I would say is because you're going through this energetic portal, raising your vibrational frequency, kind of coming into this 5D energy, as it were. I would say trying to honor and respect how you're feeling, what you need, whether it's being quiet, stepping back, setting really clear boundaries, or setting very clear intentions. I feel like that's what's going to really continue to help you move forward in this energy. Because this portal isn't something that, is going to be today, yesterday, tomorrow. This portal is what you're going to be going through for the next couple of weeks as you kind of find your footing in this new frequency. Okay. So that's beautiful, pile number two. That's beautiful. And so for some of you, I'm definitely getting ascension symptoms, the ringing in the ear, the nausea, anything that isn't explained by traditional medicine, right? I'm not a doctor, but yeah, energetic ascension symptoms, you can look them up, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're really feeling them. And maybe for some of you, feeling them for the first time, and you're like, I don't know what this is. Like, why is my body vibrating? Or, why is the ringing in my ear so loud? Or why do I have this headache that, Tylenol isn't touching? And this is why, because it's the frequency, the shift in frequency. Okay. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because you are going to be coming into this new 5D energy that is going to new earth paradigm, a new story, new way of being. Welcome, welcome. All right, so yes, 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 yes. So okay, so you've had a lot of deceit, you've had a lot of manipulation in your past, and you're moving out of that, and you're moving out of it very quickly. So for some of you, you might be actually be coming into this realization or this clarity of a situation, a person, um, a job, relationship, a situation, like situationship for some of you, but it's really clear that it's not for your best, it's not of your highest good, it's not giving you what you thought it was going to give you. The promises aren't being come through. The mask fell off the other person and they're not who you thought they were, or the mask came off the situation and it's not what you thought it was, right? And it's happened pretty quickly, this like change in your perspective. But it's allowing you to make a choice, right? You can now make a choice. Like, I see this for what it is. It's very clear. Um, I've come through the portal. I now am now resonating in a way in which I can't be lied to. I can't be manipulated. I'm seeing right through it. And so now I have to make a choice. Do I move on or don't I? And for some of you, it may be a situation where you actually have to kind of give yourself a minute, right? Pull yourself back so that you can make the choice and decision from a very grounded place, but also a very like spiritually aligned place. Like when you go through this portal and all of this new influx of energy is coming at you and you're not feeling good and you're tired and you've got this clarity that maybe broke your heart a little bit, right? It's okay to step back from that. It's okay to, step back and say, okay, I need a minute, right? So in the next couple of weeks, I would take the minutes that you need, whether it's not doing all the activities, whether it's not being there for everybody else, but really honoring, the body changes, the physical changes, the emotional changes, the mental changes, the energetic change that you're going through. Because it's real. It's very, very real. And shifting into this 5D is going to take you a minute to kind of recognize that, I'm not the same person and I can't live my life the way that I did um, maybe even a week ago. So, yeah, there it is, refreshing oasis. So, in this energy, nurture yourself and gather your strength because you are going through this energetic portal that is upgrading you. It's raising your vibrational frequency in a way that you got to take care of yourself. You got to honor it. You got to honor it. I know as humans we're like, no, I'll push through, I'll ignore how I'm feeling, but you don't want to do that because in this shift of energy, you're also being brought inspiration and downloads of information that takes you into this new energy. And if you're not taking the time to be able to receive the blessings, right? It's just going to take you longer. And you're just going to be stuck in this, energy of not feeling good or things not being what you want longer, longer. So, yeah, cosmic sapphire. Act with honor and integrity and speak your truth. Yeah. So for many of you, it is time to speak your truth. It is time for you to drop down into your heart and speak your honor and integrity, but to speak it, to um, and speak it in a way that it can be heard. I mean, some people are not going to understand at all what you're going through. So, you might not be able to be completely honest with them about why you need to recharge, right? You might not be able to say, I'm going through ascension symptoms, that kind of thing. But you can still speak your truth, in a way that they can receive it. And that's what I would really caution you to. We have to come at people at the level that they're at, and not everybody's going to be at your level. And to be kind of cognizant of that as you're going through this, because there may be people in your life that you love that you want to explain, but you might have to explain it in a way that they can understand it until either they start ascending or you realize that they just are where they are. And that's okay. And that's okay. But you may have to just kind of leave them there. Um, Again, either they'll start the process or they won't, but you have to keep going. You have to keep living your purpose. You have to keep speaking your truth from your heart. All right? So thank you for being here. Pile number 3. Hello, hello, hello. It's time. Look at that. It's time to take action. Mm-hmm. It's time to take action. As scary as that might sound, or for some of you, it might be like, yes, finally, excitement, right? But for some of you, it could be like, I got to take action. Like, I've been feeling it. I've been getting the idea. I've had the idea. I've done the research on the idea. I've looked into the idea, but now it's time to take a step. And so it doesn't have to be a monumental step. It doesn't have to be the biggest step, but it does mean taking a step. It's time to take action. And for some of you, it's like you're just being propelled. You're just being brought what you need. And there's no not taking the action because it's right in front of you, right? So I feel like for some of you, you're like, I'm really ready. And for those of you who aren't, and you're like, ugh, go slow, go slow, but begin. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So the shadow aspect is what is being kind of, oh, I'm hearing ripped away in this new moon energy. So this shadow aspect that you've been dealing with, it's like it's time to let it go. And I was going to do these cards one at a time, but I think I'm going to do them together because you have the Queen of Swords and you have the Emperor, and this really feels like divine counterparts. So for some of you, it's time to take action on that new relationship. It's time to take action on putting yourself out there, maybe in meeting someone new. And for some of you, It could be just taking action in balancing your divine feminine and your divine masculine so that you can take action. You can be creative, but you can also be task oriented, right? You can be nurturing, but you can also be standing in your power. So take this how it resonates, but however it resonates, whether it's a divine counterpart coming in for you, I just feel like it's time. It's divine time, the right time. Go for it. Take the action however you're being called to take it, whether it's starting that business, writing that book, starting the blog, the podcast, networking with new people, or, really allowing that new relationship to flourish, or thinking about putting yourself out there to take a step in getting a new relationship, like, go out to that group dinner that you don't normally go on, or do that monthly activity that all your friends do that you don't normally participate in, whatever it is, just take a step. Take a step. I don't know, for some reason I was saying bowling. Go bowling. That might resonate for one of you. And I'm not a bowler, so that wasn't about me. Oh, yeah, because it's time. Look at that ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunity. So for some of you, you're going to be meeting someone. For some of you, you're going to have an opportunity for that new job or that new networking possibility or that new inspiration. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So pile number 3, you're on the move. You're on the move after this new moon energy. You're on the move. Yeah, look at that. Call in the cosmic pearl to help expand your psychic gifts, open the gate to the angelic realms. Yep. So psychic abilities coming in for you also. So for some of you, what this shadow side is happening is whatever the persecution imprint for your psychic gifts, your abilities to connect, it's being healed. It's being released. That shadow aspect. So yeah. Yep, you're opening up, you're stepping into your gifts, but it's time. It's time. Pile number 3, look at that. Beautiful. Time for action. Time for action. Time for connection for some of you. And however that resonates with you, I am going to send you lots of love and yeah, lots of light. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your month.